All right, y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Jarvis Kingston. I hope y'all doing all right in these challenging times. Now, today I want to discuss about the U.S. government is running out of money. Now, obviously, we can tell that the government has just been throwing away money, throwing away cash when it comes to different settlements and deals with other countries or towards all these different tax situations and these infrastructure bills, these stimulus bills. All these things that the Senate, signs off on and approves of, and America is already $28 trillion in debt. So eventually this cash system that we're in, this dollar system is going to crash, and we're going to move towards digital cryptocurrency. We're going to move towards everything being digital with our wallets and our finances. And also, it's going to be very crazy when this country runs out of cash, man, because they're constantly printing money like crazy in these checks. But also, when you go to these stores, you usually see a sign that says, no cash back or a coin shortage, have exact change, things like that when you go to the drive-thru or when you go to these, corner stores or gas stations or Dollar Trees or Family Dollars. And that just shows you that the IRS, they're running out of coins, they're running out of dollars, they're running out of money to print. And, it's just really crazy in these end times, bro. This is why I be telling y'all to stay prayed up and really have a deep relationship with the Lord and let him guide you and protect you through all this craziness going on in the world. It's a scripture in the Proverbs where it says, riches do not save you in the day of wrath. America is going through its karma, it's going through its judgment to a point where money can't save it because the system is failing everybody. All this greed and corruption and capitalism and all this money just flowing in the wrong places is what's eating up this country and destroying it on its own. America's eating itself up. So America has to go through this karma and judgment, calamity and destruction. So I just want to read this CNN business article that I saw where it says U.S. government will run out of money by October 18th. So we're already in September 29th. So you're basically looking at almost 3 weeks, like 2 weeks and some change about, money will run out by October 18th. I mean, we don't know what a day may bring forth. We don't know the exact time of all these things, but these are just estimates and predictions based off the money flow and how money's just flowing everywhere. So I want to just read this article and just go from there. The title is U.S. Government Will Run Out of Money by October 18th, Treasury Secretary Says, by Matt Egan, CNN Business. This was published at 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, so this was yesterday. So it says, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned lawmakers that the federal government will likely run out of cash and extraordinary measures by October 18th, unless Congress raises that debt ceiling. The new estimate from Yellen raises the risk that the United States could default on its debts in a matter of weeks if Washington fails to act. A default would likely be catastrophic, tanking markets and the economy and delaying payments to millions of Americans. It is uncertain whether we could continue to meet all the nation's commitments after that date. Yellen wrote in a letter adding the projection is based on estimated tax payments. Previously, the Treasury Department estimated it would run out of cash in accounting maneuvers at some point in October. The warning comes hours after Senate Republicans blocked a bill that would have suspended the debt limit. Yellen cautioned that the October 18th deadline is only an estimate because the federal government's cash flows are subject to unavoidable variability. She noted that the government's daily gross cash flow, excluding financing, averaged nearly $50 billion per day over the past year and has even exceeded $300 billion. It is important to remember that estimates regarding how long our remaining extraordinary measures and cash may last can unpredictably shift forward or backward. Yellen wrote, this uncertainty underscores the critical importance of not waiting to raise or suspend the debt limit. The full faith and credit of the United States should put at risk. The risk is that Congress runs out of cash earlier than expected, setting the stage for an accidental default. You see, when they have these random predictions, it's never going to be exactly spot on. It's usually going to happen before that or a little after that. But the way this world is now, things are going to happen earlier than ever. Things are going to always happen before we expect it. This is why we have to always stay ready for anything. I did previous messages on my podcast talking about, stacking up on water and a bunch of like resources and survival stuff, because when this whole system economy goes down, bro, we're going to have to really get in survival mode, and it's going to really become some like purge, apocalypse movie type stuff, you know what I mean? Like, for real. And people will lose their minds and get violent, bro. When people can't get access to cash or resources and all these stores are down or whatnot, people are going to go crazy and start getting violent, start tripping. And, you know, this debt limit in America is just, you know, it's insane, bro. It's like people are so distracted. We're so distracted about all this sports stuff and all this celebrity stuff and Hollywood stuff and black celebrity Hollywood crap, but we're not focused on stuff like this that affects our everyday lives, our everyday spending, our everyday budgeting, our everyday routines with work and money and whatnot. Like, bro, we might not even be getting paid, bro. This is what it's looking like. If they're having all these issues with money, you think all these corporations, all these employers are going to be able to just pay their employees and all that? That's not going to happen. There's going to be a lot of people not being able to get their paychecks because of this stuff, man. You have to understand, one thing always affects another. You know what I mean? So everything, it's a ripple effect, bro. And it's going to hurt a lot of people's pockets, man, and it sucks, bro. But the government will run out of money, bro. School nutrition programs also are running out of food and workers, bro. I'll tell you, man, we are really in the last days, bro. And America, man, has to get its karma, it has to get its judgment, man. America has to be done with. This system ain't it, man. This system got to go. You have to understand, with all these issues, with all this money and everything going on, this is not just recent doings, you know what I'm saying? This ain't just 2020, 2021 stuff. This is stuff all the way from the 1700s. This is stuff manifested from the 1800s, the 1900s. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's still laws and bills and orders from the 1900s that still exist to this day, bro, that we're living under. That just shows you how crazy U.S. history is, bro. It just shows you that the pen is mightier than the sword, bro. This system, these lawmakers, these politicians, they're very evil and wicked, bro. And they know how to stay on top of everything, stay ahead of the curve, and they know how to keep the people down, man. They know how to keep the people on the bottom of the barrel. Like, this is a real survival of the fittest society, man. This system, this man-made structure is very demonic, man. This jurisdiction is straight up wicked and evil, and it's hurting a lot of people, man. You know, man, the money runs out, bro. It's going to be awful, because some people don't even have bank accounts. Some people don't like credit cards and stuff. Some people don't like that. Some people like having cash in their hand. So if cash runs out and cash becomes useless, it's going to force people to have digital currency. It's going to force people to have bank accounts or whatever. It's going to force people to have to adapt to that. Some people don't like that. Some people just don't like spending stuff out their car. Some people are old school and still like having cash in their hands. But the cash is becoming more useless and meaningless as time goes on, bro. Because if they run out of money and they change this whole currency on what is a payable transaction, then a lot of people are going to be asked out and left behind from this. A lot of people won't be able to adapt to this new life, man. This new world order is really crazy out here. So, you know, with America running out of money, bro, the government running out of all this, it's very devastating and ugly, man. We're in some very ugly times out here. You know, we really are, man. You know, so I just want to talk about the government running out of money and what that means for all of us these next months. Because, mind you, this is just September. Like, this is going to be one crazy-ass winter. You know, this already been a crazy year, but imagine the winter time with school lunch workers quitting. People who work at post offices are quitting. Labor shortage, okay? People working at airports are quitting. People working at hospitals are quitting. If you have all these people quitting jobs while the money is running out, people will start committing more crimes. People will start doing more harm to each other. More violence will happen. More crime rates will go higher and higher because of lack of resources and a lack of ways for people to reproduce for themselves. We're in some very tough times out here, bro. So we have to really stay prayed up and keep the Lord first, man, in these wild times, bro. The government has run out of money, and a lot of people won't be able to adapt to all this, man. You know, I pray to God that whoever listens to this message, y'all get baptized, y'all start your lives over for the Lord, man. You know, straight up. God has shown y'all to not love this world and traditions of it, bro, and only love Him. I'm Jarvis Kingston. I got much love for y'all. Y'all get baptized, start your life over. Peace.